Hey guys, I'm Kelly Cameron, and I am here to do a soul healing for humanity in the month of February 2024. Now, I always put in the intention is for the best and highest good. I don't want to anticipate what the healing needs to be for the world at this moment. So I allow it to be open and see what comes through as the highest priority. Okay, so a little bit about soul healings is I channel with the Healing Council of Light, and I am shown images, movies. It plays out like a movie. I am given words, I am shown images, and I also clear energy throughout the healing. And then I take really intensive notes and share this, with clients and stuff. So that is how the healing comes through. So I will talk you through the notes soon. I'm going to share my screen and talk you through the notes and show you the key themes that are coming through for February for what you can focus on. Okay, so I welcome also, while I share my screen, I welcome any comments, feedbacks below. To Sorry, I'm just getting set up. On what came up for you in the healing too, because it will be individual. These healings, even though they are for the humanity, it's no accident that you've come here and are watching this video now. Okay, so there will be key messages in here just for you as well. Okay, so take it as a interpretation of your own situation and experience right now. Okay, so the intention is healing for humanity, the best and highest good for the month of February 2024. So I am seeing a sandy beach, focusing on 2 grains of sand while a dark hole opens up before me. These 2 grains of sand fall into the hole, which is deep and long, and they arrive in this beautiful underground cave where there is turquoise water and a waterfall, and it is light and feels calm and serene. I really do believe we were kind of taken to the Earth's core. That is open for interpretation, though. We could even be in this sort of grid of oneness space as well. This place exists within all of us. When we feel like just another grain of sand, now when phrases like this are put in hyphens, not hyphens, in quotation marks, this is a soul quote, which is, from the higher consciousness of our soul. So this is soul wisdom coming through. So you may feel like you're just on the treadmill at the moment, on the hamster wheel, just feeling like another kind of, uh, person, like just another grain of sand, right? So not feeling unique, not feeling valued for being individual. This feels like what's coming through. Okay. So when we feel like just another grain of sand, we can now remember our uniqueness and know that no 2 grains of sand are the same. Now, the 2 grains of sand, are really depicted in this healing as really it is our souls. Okay. So this is how I say, like, the notes come through as the healing comes through in the visuals. A lot of metaphors and a lot of symbols and stuff as well. Okay. So it's not literally 2 grains of sand. It is more representative of the human souls. Okay. So I see a light coming from the pool of water. In the center is a piece of rose quartz glowing brightly under the water. The 2 grains of sand swim to this crystal and land on it. 1 grain is repelled off the crystal, and the other, where it lands, creates a darkened patch around it. The one that was repelled was lovingly taken back to the water's edge to enjoy the beauty. That's another soul quote there. The one that has landed on the rose quartz and is in a dark patch has been taken to the center of the crystal. So again, it's like the dark hole that we saw at the beginning of the beach. It just showed me like the tunnel going into the center of the crystal. The internal space has many facets and edges which are mirroring the reflection back to the grain of sand, okay? Some are showing dark, menacing images, and others are showing happier moments. So it's almost like a review of a life kind of thing going on. The grain of sand is frightened and scared, but intrigued and curious. So this is like a new experience for, this grain of sand. Okay, so this may be a new experience for you as well, watching. But I guess, knowing that it's frightened and scared is almost confirmation that it's okay to proceed when you're feeling intrigued and curious. Because when there is a curiosity about anything, right? Anything in life, it is almost like you've got to follow that. If it feels aligned and if you're intrigued and curious about something, like it really is like following the breadcrumbs. Just keep following that. Curiosity in life is, it opens you up to like a lot of new ideas, new concepts, new situations, experiences. So I guess what this is saying is don't sit in that fear if you can help it. If there's some curiosity there, then follow that. So as it looks at each face of the crystal, so how it was kind of shown to me is like, I don't know if you've ever been to a carnival or something where you go into a space and there's all these mirrors, right? And you're not actually sure which is the way out or which is whatever way. It's like, this is how it was kind of represented to me. Okay. So it is shown a memory of an experience that created a negative emotion within the grain of sand. I wasn't shown the exact experience. It was more that I was reading into the energy of the space. So the crystal then shows the grain of sand, how it was just its perspective of that experience, and highlights how it was not the grain of sand's fault. And it was just the way it had interpreted the events that happened. Okay, so how many times in your life, I don't know, like you will remember a memory, an experience, and if there is another being there, they will have their own interpretation of that same event, right? How many times have you ever reminisced with people and gone, oh yeah, this happened. And they'll be like, no, that's not how I remember it. I remember this happening, right? So this is all how we see the world through our own perspectives, okay? So there could be 5 people in a room, the one experience happens, but there will be 5 perspectives of how that event happened. That's just the way that we humans seem to work, okay? So what has come through in here is shadow work. If you don't understand or haven't heard the terminology of shadow work, this is basically where we look at different parts of ourselves that we have excluded or don't accept of ourselves. And when it becomes a shadow is when we almost block it out. And so when we know that there is a shadow, this is when we are triggered. Okay, so triggered by a person, triggered by an experience, a situation, like then we know that there's some shadow work to do. Okay, so if you're unsure about shadow work, drop me a message. I am happy to talk it through with you. Yeah, it's a little process that you can go through. There are many processes like with shadow work that just help you to shine light on those aspects of yourself that you may have hidden, for a long time. And the beauty with shadow work is that what used to trigger you will no longer trigger you because you'll understand the background to it. Okay. That's a very, very like sort of simple way of sharing shadow work. But yeah, the similar thing is with negative beliefs. Okay. So beliefs run our lives basically. When you have a belief, and a lot of beliefs are created when you're very young, like in your formative years. So they're not consciously created. So they underride a lot of our behaviors and our perspectives of how the world should be or is. Okay. So when we can look at our beliefs, because a belief creates an emotion creates a thought, the thought creates the action, and so it goes around in this cycle. So let's just say if you've got a negative belief of life is hard, okay, this may have been created when you were a young child because you witnessed your parents suffering. You witnessed your parents having financial struggles, or they may have just shared it, life is hard, life is hard. Like that's the way they may have talked. Okay. So as a young kid, you'll take that on, right? Oh, life is hard. Okay. So it's almost like it goes into the program, and then it's like wearing some glasses, and you've got this sort of perspective of life is hard. So as you grow into an adult and stuff, you'll see every kind of experience or situation in your life with the perspective of life is hard, right? So when you have a belief, it's like the universe brings you all these situations and experiences that confirm this belief, okay? So with negative beliefs, the power comes when you can shine a light on it. When you can find a belief that you have and bring it to the surface to be witnessed, to be acknowledged, to have awareness around it, then it can dissipate, right? Yeah, as a side note, I do negative belief clearing work, which is really powerful, really powerful. And a lot of the time, you really won't know what beliefs are, it's like a program on a computer, like it's the underlying program that you're using that's just running away in the background that you aren't aware of. So the healing is really bringing up shadow work and belief work as something that's a real priority for everyone at the moment. Okay, because there's so much power when you can clear both of those. Okay, so I then see an energetic cord from the grain of sand to this experience. Okay, so this is any experience that you guys are connected to at the moment, which is unplugged from its energy field. So the energetic cord I saw is just like a string of light, basically, a cord of light. And as soon as the grain of sand was sort of shown this memory, and it was basically bringing the memory up to, shine light on it and to show that it was only the grain of sand's perspective, which means it's a truth, but it's not the truth always. And this is how we all need to sort of check in with our recollection of a lot of experiences, especially if they cause you a lot of pain or a lot of trauma still to this day. If you feel an energetic reaction or sensation in the body from thinking of an experience, thinking of a person, then there's still an energetic charge there, okay? And it's draining your energy. It's draining your energy. This is not what we want, right? So when we unplug, it's from its energy field. Okay, so the image then becomes light, just shining the light on the experience, and is no longer draining the grain of sand's energy. Cleared. Okay, so this is a clearing of a negative experience for this grain of sand. Now, typically I work one-on-one with a client, or I have my group healings as well. And when it is cleared through everyone. Okay, so that is not just a one-on-one situation with healings. And this is a healing for humanity. Okay, so this is really bringing up the fact that we can all unplug from a negative experience that we've got still in our energy field. Okay. So the process is repeated until every facet of the internal space has become light. So every facet held a different experience or a memory for this grain of sand. And the energetic cords have been unplugged. So that is by doing the shadow work and the belief work. The grain of sand beams white light from within. This is an energetic upgrade. Okay. So I did this healing a week or so ago. And so if you have experienced like a release from a past experience, a past trauma, or even a person, like if you feel like you've got more energy around this, and it no longer drains your energy, then the healing has been for you specifically. Okay, so the grain of sand is then sent back to the water's edge next to the other grain of sand. And together they marvel at how beautiful this space is, and the energy is positive and radiant. Now, this is the difference between two grain of sands. Yes, they represent people, their souls, and how we can interpret our journey, our soul journey, right, and our experiences. The first grain of sand saw beauty everywhere it went and didn't require the process of doing the shadow work, as it had already released all past and negative experiences from its energy. Okay, so this is the duality. This is showing how free and in love someone can be when they do this work, right? Because the whole purpose of a soul's journey is to find its way back to love. Shadow work and belief work are ways that we can release any negativity, any negative energy from our aura, from our bodies, our, different bodies, and bring us closer and closer back to this point of love. Okay. So the duality in this healing is just showing how if someone's not doing the work, right? If someone's not really paying attention to their triggers, to their emotions, when they feel uncomfortable, when they feel fearful, when they're feeling sensations in the body, that stuff just sits there. That stuff just sits in our body if we're not actually releasing it or clearing it. And it drags us down. It drags the energy down, right? So the more that you can release it, the more that you can release from your energy field, the closer and closer you can kind of get back to the space of love. And when we are in a space of love, we literally see the world with all the beauty that it holds. And it's there. If you're not feeling it right now, it is possible, okay? Right, so the second grain of sand needed to go through the process of releasing to be able to see the beauty of the world it lives in. Trust me, I've been doing belief work and shadow work for the last few years, and it's really, really freeing. It really is. You'll have just moments of like, wow, this doesn't get any better. And it is the saying of creating your own heaven on earth. It does happen, okay? We can get swallowed up sometimes by the mass of beach. This is a metaphor for the world, right? We live in. And that is not just the big world, right? It's your world. It's your bubble that you live in, okay? And forget to go within and see the beauty that is within all of us, okay? So this is where we have to sometimes do the work to free us within, to be able to see the outside world with beauty. Once we can see our inside world with beauty, then it just reflects back to us at the outside world. Okay, simply put, if you are not seeing the wonder and beauty of life around you at the moment, then this healing is urging you to go within and release all attachments to past and negative experiences so that you can gain new perspective of where you are in your own soul journey. Now, let's get real here for a second. It's not a one and done process, and it's an ongoing process. Okay, so we're all doing the work as we go. This is not okay, I'm going to have 3 belief sessions and I'm going to be done. It's continuous work, but all I can urge you with, excuse me, is to know that the healing happens like an onion. Every shadow work that you do, every belief work that you do, everything that you're doing to do sort of internal work is releasing you closer and closer. Like it's peeling back the layers. Um, it's it's getting you closer to knowing your true self. Okay. I just don't want to set the sort of energy around here or the expectation around here that this grain of sand went in, did a session, all cleared. Like that would be amazing. And sometimes you can have moments like that feel really clearing, really amazing, and you feel like on this new level of awareness. That is to say that we're always riding the wave, okay? But I see the wave as always, on the incline. So no work is ever negative work. Yeah. So when we can do this, and this is an ongoing requirement, not a one and done. There you go. Sometimes I just need to read the notes. We can allow ourselves to move past our current blocks in life and move through whatever is holding us back from being our newest version of ourselves. This is more what I'm saying is just clearing. So it's not you're going to be this new person, right? It's just a newer version of ourselves. Once we can clear out a bit of the scrod that's holding us back, we can shine our light brighter, really. Right, we are constantly growing and evolving, and life gets more beautiful and amazing the more we can release. Okay, so I see the grains of sand being taken back up to the beach. So remember, they kind of went into this hole, into what I believe was the core, Earth's core, but you allow your own interpretation. Okay, take what you can from the healing and leave the rest. That's all I say. If you don't relate to a part of it, or if you don't connect with a part of it, that's okay. Take what you can from the healing, and that will be perfect for you. Okay, there's no pressure here. Okay, I see the grains of sand being taken back up to the beach and placed back where they were, except now they are glistening in the sunshine. Do you ever do that when you walk across the sand and it's like glitter in the sand? That's what it sort of reminded me of. Except now they are glistening in the sunshine, being the way showers for the other grains of sands. When we heal, we help to heal those around us with our energy. It is so true. So if you feel like you are surrounded by people that are not getting it, like maybe you're doing the work and maybe you're surrounded by people that are just not interested, just don't understand it, right? Don't ever feel like you have to explain this work to them. The best way to show others the power of healing is just by doing it. They will see the change in you. They will notice your energy changing. They will see your light becoming brighter. And then they'll ask, okay? So, yeah, all I'm saying is like, don't try and force this on anyone else. You do the work, things around you will start to shift, okay? So when you are next walking on the sand and the sand is glistening back at you, remember this healing and know that they are all parts of you that have healed and released old patterns, behaviors, emotions, and beliefs that no longer serve you. It's a great place. So healing completed. Now, what happens in a healing is we do what is called the clearing and embedding. So clearing is like pulling out the weeds from a garden. Okay, this is all channeled. This is not me adding my sort of perspective on this. This is all channeled as to what needs to be cleared from the energy field around humanity at the moment. Okay. And then the embedding is like coming back and planting the seeds, almost like magnets through the soil. And this is what we want to attract into our lives. Okay, this is what we want to grow. This is what we want more of. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So the clearing, I'll just quickly read through this. You can close your eyes. You can just listen to my voice and just know that this is all clearing from your energy field now. Okay. Feeling lost in the crowd, not special or able to see the beauty in life. Being amongst all the other grains of sand has me feeling there is no hope for me. Being the same as all the other grains of sand. I'm not special. I'm not worthy. Being too afraid to look at my shadows for what might come up. Feeling not brave enough to do shadow work, not wanting to know what there is to heal for me. It's too hard, not wanting to look. I'd rather be unhappy than do the work to clear my energy, as I don't feel I can shine either way. Life is okay, so I will avoid looking too deep, as it might bring up stuff that I'd rather just forget. I don't want to know what is there, it hurts too much. I'm not brave enough. Life doesn't get any better than this for me. This is my lot, and I'm okay with that. A great life is for other people because they got lucky or are more deserving than me. Amen. That's what we want to clear. And I really sensed in this sort of clearing, it is around a lot of fear. So there's a lot of fear around doing shadow work and belief work as to, am I going to open up Pandora's box? Well, you might, but there is so much power in doing that. So there is so much love and support coming to you now. If you are afraid, and all I can urge you is to work with a practitioner or work with someone that you trust, and know that the shifts that you can achieve are worth looking that fear in the eye and doing it anyway. Okay. Okay. So the embedding. I am free and sovereign. I am courageous and beautiful and deserving of a bright life. I am no longer afraid to look within and heal what is no longer serving my highest good. I am deserving of living a bright and happy life. I welcome in joy and lightness. I shine brightly always. I am brave and willing to heal all aspects of me so that I can clear all negative energy from my being and live a happy and joyful life. Life is beautiful. I can see that now. I know my potential and am ready to create a life I love. I love me and I love life. There is nothing holding me back from healing what needs to be healed. I can see my shadows and I easily release them to allow more love into my life. I shine the path for others to follow. I see beauty all around me and know that I am always divinely guided. I listen to my intuition and bravely bring my shadows to the light for healing. I no longer see my shadows as dark parts of my being and instead love them as I love all of me now. Amen. That's pretty cool embedding. That's the energy we want around doing shadow work and belief. Okay, so now as a part of a soul healing, what I generally do is do a card reading. In the deck of card that I worked with for this healing is the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle cards. I love these cards. They're always so positive. Right, so the first card, boundaries. Where is your energy draining at the moment? Right, you could look at these questions, sorry, as sort of journal prompts for you now, just to get some clarity around this. Is it a person, an experience, a behavior? So to know where your energy is draining basically is being aware of your thoughts throughout the day. What are you constantly thinking about? What is constantly coming up for you? What are you being triggered by? Okay, this is where your energy is going. Okay, and we don't want that. We want you to be in a space of positivity and love and joy and all the good feeling, emotions. Okay, so that is a clue where your attention is. Okay, here is your first place to look at where you need to release your energy and create a boundary that protects your energy. So a boundary is basically a statement that you make to yourself that you are no longer willing to accept or partake in a particular behavior or pattern that is no longer serving you. Okay, boundaries are very easy to state but hard to endorse. So start simply is my advice. If you are trying to avoid a certain person in your life for the energy that they hold, maybe you just reduce the amount of time you have with that person rather than just calling a whole blank to it. Just take it in simple steps that feel manageable to you until you feel like you can take it to the next level. Okay, so go easy on yourselves. All right, next card, Unbound. This healing is releasing old patterns and beliefs and allowing you to free yourself of this old energy that holds you back. Honestly, there is so much more energy that you can experience when you do release the old energy. Okay, so align your life. Where do things need to change? So get really honest with yourself. What's not working for you? Um, if you can actually just become aware, admit it, um, actually state it. Journaling is great for this. What do things need to change? Where do things need to change? When you can get honest about it, then the universe can help start to bring this change for you. It really is powerful like that. So if you can admit this to yourself, then you can change it. But until you do, it will keep occurring and draining your energy. So this is where we need to shine light on those aspects of our lives that don't feel good, don't bring us happiness, and don't fill our cup. Okay, next card. The Ever Unfolding Rose. This is a beautiful card. Right. The message with this card is this is happening for you, not to you. So it says you are not a victim. We can quite often sit in that victim space going, oh, this keeps happening to me, or why is that person so mean to me? You can hear the sort of red flags when you are blaming the outside world for what is happening to you. This whole healing is really bringing about awareness that it is not happening to you, it is happening for you. So our shadows and our beliefs are here to help us. Okay, even the negative ones, they are here to help us because when we can bring awareness to them, we can change them. Okay, right, this is a cool card. Play. How many of us are taking life too seriously at the moment? The universe wants all of us to have more fun, literally. We can take life so seriously sometimes, but yet when we play, have fun, and raise our vibrations, things change for the better without us having to do any hard work. This is all a matter of perspective. Now, I don't know if you guys know the law of attraction, any sort of bringing in abundance, it's all about the vibration that we hold. So play is the best way to raise our vibration, to raise our energy, to laugh, to have fun again. When's the last time you laughed? Like really laughed? When I first asked myself that, like when I was going through my own cancer journey, I was like, wow, I don't laugh. I don't laugh enough. And I can't remember where I saw it, but I think I saw a meme on Instagram the other day going, the level of success or the level of achievement every day in your life should be how many times you've laughed today. I love that. I really, really love that. Take that because if you are laughing, life is good, right? Okay, last card, the Age of Light. The Age of Light is such a confirming card that you are ready to release this old energy. So please, again, this is no coincidence that you have come and watched this video. And by the way, thank you if you are still watching. This is no coincidence. This healing holds very vital messages for you, and please take some action. Put it into action, find a way. If you're unsure, please reach out. There are many, many ways that we can do shadow work and belief work. And yeah, whatever has come to mind during this healing. So this is a really good reminder. As we've gone through the healing, like talking about shadow work and belief work, you may have gone, that person, or that experience. Those are the ones that need to start with. That is your trust. This is your soul intuition telling you what is first on your list. Okay, so if they're the ones that pop to mind, they are your priority. So that is the soul healing for February 2024. Thank you so much for listening to the video, and I will be here every month sharing the healing for humanity that has come through, and I really would love to hear your feedback, what takeaways you had for yourself, and yeah, share the experience. But please connect, follow, and stay in touch.